take your water.
That was an incredible match. And coming up next, we have another excellent match as Blaxstrom is going to go one-on-one with Mick Moretti. If you hit me again, I'm going to backhand you. Let's head to ringside so you don't have to see that kind of violence going on here.
I'm going to call my lawyer.
But coming up right now,
making his way to the ring from somewhere in Australia. He represents the nations and weighs in at 89 kilos. He is the master of mischief, the no-guitar rock star, the grinning dragon, the Rapscallion, Mick Moretti.
man of a lot of nicknames, and I'm going to tell you, 89 kilos, that can get you a lot of jail time here in New Jersey.
It sure
But
can.
Mick Moretti, no stranger to modern vintage wrestling. He has defeated the likes of Jason Kincaid. He has defeated Raphael King. This guy is no stranger to in-ring action. Neither is his opponent. The homegrown modern vintage wrestling star, Blaxstrom, making his way to the ring.
Coming down the aisle from Hell, Norway. He weighs in at 185 pounds. He is the tattoo torture expert, Blaxstrom.
I mentioned him being a homegrown member of the modern vintage wrestling family here. Well, he also has wins over the likes of Kobe Carino. He recently just returned from an NXT tryout. This guy is a future star in this business, and guess what? Tonight, Matt, the future is now.
You know what? You want to talk about future stars? I have heard wonderful things about Mick Moretti. And you know what? Rapscallion, does he know how to turn thread into gold? I need to talk to him about that.
Well, he may not, but I think he knows how to turn his fists and his feet into weapons, and that is something that Blaxstrom is going to have to keep an eye out for tonight.
Mick Moretti's tights are looking at you, Josh.
They're a little creepy, I gotta say.
That is quite disturbing, along with also his face paint.
You know, the way I see it, Mick Moretti has figured he's conquered Australia. Why not move on to another continent? So it's great to have him here.
An Australian superstar with a attitude that shows he knows that. We're starting off here, but he's begging off in the corner. Not exactly what I was expecting to see right off the bat from Mick Moretti, but he is a guy who likes to play mind games. Just take a look at his face.
Yeah, he's a strange individual, and I think that he might just be experiencing this on a different level than the rest of
Blaxstrom has
us
his
are.
foot there. Whoa, right onto his back.
Blaxstrom is a modern vintage original, and I mean, his breakthrough is imminent, so I mean, I think that he just sees this Australian guy as just another person to get through.
Another side headlock by Blaxstrom. Turnabout's fair play.
You know, Blackstrom's been on quite the win streak, but all good things must come to an end. I believe Mick Moretti's the guy to do the job.
Mick Moretti doing a great job of hitting the opposite rope there. Kind of threw Blaxstrom off, who was ready to come at him with offense.
Disrupting that rhythm.
Leapfrog catches his leapfrog and sends him in somewhat of a slapjack into the ground.
Wow, proving early on, he's like, I've got your number, Blaxstrom, and I'm coming for you.
I'm liking this Mick Moretti guy.
I got to tell you, I might not like his style necessarily, but I am impressed with what I'm seeing so far, Matt. Sends Blaxstrom off the ropes. Blaxstrom, beautiful arm drag onto Mick Moretti. Moretti pushes Blaxstrom into the ropes. Blaxstrom again floats around and another arm drag
That was a
via the
beautiful
wrist.
transition. Just beautiful.
Takes out his leg, goes for a cover, floats
Another
right
one.
out of it. Not
Wow.
going to happen. Schoolboy roll up, rolls all the way through, goes for that kick to the back of the head, and it does not connect.
This is an instance of wrestling truly showing itself as an art form. That was just a beautiful sequence of events there, and I think they're both kind of respecting each other at this point.
And that's what modern vintage wrestling is all about.
I agree.
Yes, Matt, you couldn't have said it better. You're looking at modern wrestling with that vintage catch can style. That's what
Elbow
modern
to the
vintage
face.
wrestling has to offer here. Send him off the ropes. Blaxstrom ducks under that clothesline and a beautiful enziguri. That time the boot connected with the back of Mick Moretti's head.
We heard that connection.
I want to remind everybody we are here on Fight TV. Thank you for joining us on Fight TV for It's Always Wrestling in New Jersey. This is our second match, Blaxstrom versus Mick Moretti. Blaxstrom going to the, no, he's on the second rope there. Moretti catches him, and hangs it out to
that
dry.
was vicious on the rope. My
You
gosh.
know, Blackstrom likes to claim that he is the torture expert, but Mick Moretti has taken it to him tooth and nail.
The question is, Matt, and you might be able to answer this, if you're someone who loves torture, does that mean that you enjoy pain?
Sometimes they go hand in hand, Josh. But when it comes to the match here, Mick Moretti is looking to avoid pain, but to dish plenty of it out.
Well, I would like to think that that's what's happening with both competitors, but you never can know with a guy who refers to himself as the torture expert. Meanwhile, though, the small of his back has been tortured up against that ring post as Blaxstrom is sent back into the ring by Mick Moretti. Moretti entering the ring through the bottom and middle rope for a quick cover. You have to appreciate where his mind's at there. He saw he was down, and he got himself into the ring as quickly as he possibly can.
You know, I hear the word Rapscallion associated with pirates a lot, so I was expecting some sort of a pirate gimmick, but it really just means a mischievous person. And he certainly proved himself to be that so far.
I want to tell oh my sweet,
See what I'm saying?
No. Nobody needs that. Blue Chew is a sponsor tonight. That is utterly disgusting. That is one of the most heinous things I've ever seen.
He's heard of collar and elbow, that's crotch and elbow.
This match took a weird turn real quick.
Yeah, that was absolutely uncalled for, folks. I'm sorry that you even had to see that. I know that
that was some Moretti confetti.
I may have said some inappropriate things earlier during my euphoric celebration when Vinny the Guido was sent to a table in our first match, but that was absolutely uncalled for. Mick Moretti, I'm not even going to call that.
I think Mick Moretti went beyond the kitchen sink there, Josh. What do you think? How about you, Rissa?
Oh my gosh, with a kick right to the face, and the Rapscallion really feeling that, but not letting it stop him.
He was feeling something earlier.
Oh my.
Absolutely, and now Blaxstrom feeling his back against the...
Let's face it, ladies and gentlemen. Mick Moretti literally is willing to do whatever it takes to get the victory here tonight.
Yeah, let's call it as it was. The man put his hand down his pants, rubbed his private parts, and then...
There's that torture we talked about.
I think Mick Moretti's actually liking it though, Rissa.
Hard to tell from here. He's got his back to
really,
it, but
really nice execution of the tarantula, but that move, unfortunately, only is going to last about 4 3/4 seconds there. And Moretti catches him again with that revolting elbow.
That's a really great point. It only buys you so much time.
Yeah, but they could have done a decent amount of damage in the meantime.
But you're also putting so much effort into keeping that in place. You're wearing yourself out just as much as the other guy.
The kick out at 2. I'm still disgusted about what he does. They should be bringing Purell in for that man's elbow.
At least he didn't go for a mandible clutch.
I feel bad for referee Pat Savino has to be in the ring with that. He's going to end up getting touched at some point. It's not going to go well.
I'm not touching that.
He plays his cards right.
So Blaxstrom on the outside, he's in quite the precarious position here. Mick Moretti going with string.
Oh!
I believe it was a double
stomp to the back of his neck there, and only a 2 count.
I'm amazed his nose isn't broken. His face was right on that mat, and it was smashed right into it.
And the funny thing is, look, there's about 1,000.
Wow!
What was that?
Beautiful
Look at
execution.
the height on that senton.
It's like a reverse moonsault. You have Blaxstrom that has about 1,000 tattoos. You have Mick Moretti who doesn't seem like a guy who minds pain. They're literally going to burn the house down here and figure out a way to win.
Well, I hope not literally, because I don't think Charlie Armstrong will get his deposit back. But the forearm shiver to the left ear. Oh, and one of his own. Moretti to Blaxstrom, Blaxstrom to Moretti, and Moretti with a knee to the abdomen, sticking his tongue out, which is just that much more revolting after his earlier maneuver. Oh, and another catches him.
And like we see in every match Blackstrom's in, he's working over the side of the neck, trying to set him up for that crossface. He's
absolutely good point, Matt. Again, now with the knee.
Not just a pretty face, Josh.
And I look at your face, and I have to pray to God that you have something else to offer. Takes him over. He's got that arm. Blackstrom's going to work that entire side. Look at that.
Ref, you got to get in there. You can't do that.
You got to give it
Isn't
to
that
Blaxstrom.
illegal?
Blackstrom is as
That's
precise as the
That
needlework
should be
on his
illegal.
back.
You're still working off the Vinny the Guido rule book. That's
Don't
all,
bring that up again.
None of you bring it up
Don't
again.
bring that up again.
But if you'd like to bring it up, our sponsor is Blue Chew. Go to bluechew.com, promo code JOSH.
Josh,
It's JOSH.
I heard you ordered about double shipment.
Well, I get them for free. It's a shame, though, because I don't need them. But you know what, Matt? It's even for people who don't need them. Blue Chew, a fantastic sponsor. We like to have a little fun with it. Speaking of having fun, I'm not entirely sure what I'm even looking at.
Bit of a yoga-esque headstand into a victory roll.
And again, just another. Oh, look at those boots right to the face.
Those are Australian stomps, Josh.
Oh, and a curb stomp.
Hits him with the aboriginal curb stomp. Here we go.
Mick Moretti with the cover 2. No, only 2.5.
Not quite
That
enough.
had to be 3.
No.
I'm tired of this ref with the slow counts.
So the thing is, the referee's hand has to go down 3 times, Matt, for it to count as a 3 count. And a roll-up schoolboy 2, and no, only a 2. And a kick. That's it. Moretti is down and out.
You know,
and
in-
Blaxstrom hooks the leg cover. 2. No. Gets that
In
shoulder.
terms of physique, they're both pretty evenly matched, and in terms of technique, they've been going and matching each other move for move this whole time. I mean, I feel like this could be one of those torturous matches where they just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, pun aside, I would say, Rissa, that you're right on there. This is a pretty even matchup between the two. They actually, I mean, you trade their tattoos and they almost look exactly the same, these guys.
Very similar, but and
He's
also
going,
seeming-
oh, he's got him.
Oh, come on, grab the rope, Nick.
He rolls
Oh.
through, cover 2 and 3. Blaxstrom picks up a victory over Mick Moretti.
That was a hell of a match. I have to give it to him.
Oh yeah,
I got to
take
give it to
nothing away
both
from either.
competitors. One part of that match I could have gone without seeing, but that was a vicious back and forth encounter.
I may not like Blaxstrom as a human being or a person, but the man can wrestle, and I have to respect him.
Oh, it's very big of you, Matt.
Yes, Blackstrom, a human being and a person. Fun fact.
What a match that was, folks. I'll remind you again, we are here on Fight TV. Josh Chernoff along with Matt Mangle, along with Rissa Pappas.
Hello, folks.
We are happy to be here. It is always